Welcome back to the command block series. The last episode we went over and we talked about the different command selectors, syntax basically, that you need to use or you become familiar with if you want to be able to use commands and progress within the command blocks, because there's a lot of parameters that's involved in different commands. So if we look at today's, I'm going to just talk about the directions and how you can face those directions within a command. So we went through, we got these, and the last one we kind of ended up on. The first episode was teleport to home, and that just takes us to home. And whichever way we're looking at, that's how we get teleported. So if we're looking down like that, that's how we'll be teleported. So to show you again, so if I'm looking down, I'm going to be looking down when I teleport. You can change that if you come over and we use a facing parameter. So if we look at that, where you don't need to slash again, TP closest player to our bedrock, and then we're going to be facing 042, and that is actually in the south direction. So if we click this, even if we're looking down, you see we'll be facing up and looking in the south direction. If we go over and we do -2, we'll be facing the west direction. And you can kind of see how we're facing the height, or the rotation of your up and down, and that allows us to do that by putting in that facing and using exact coordinates like that. So if we do it again, and this one is to the north, so you see we'll be facing north like that. Another cool tip I learned from a fellow broke rocker was that on the Prismarine, I think it's the bricks. Yep. When you put that block down, the little arrow here always points to north. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So yeah, that we get all of our directions, and then finally the point east. There we go. So again, just to kind of go over these commands, we open this up in the full box. We're talking about teleporting. You can do any selector you talk about here at the player, closest player, at self, at all, and then we're going to teleport them to a exact direction or a exact coordinate, and then the facing direction. Again, if you want to change the direction that you're looking at, east-west, you can do either the X or the Z. The middle coordinate is your Y, and that's just relative. Okay, next episode we'll probably talk about the caret, which is the if you push on a keyboard Shift 6, you'll have these like eyebrows looking up, and then tilde, as we've been using, is kind of a relative coordinate, so it's relative to the player or the command block, depending on who executes the command. Okay, so if you want to test those out before next episode, whatever, go ahead. We'll try to do these 2 times a week, the episodes. So again, if you want to look and test the tilde and the caret is pretty unique in the way what it does. It's doing a movement of left and right, up and down, and then back and forth. What normally would be the Z is your back and forth. Your rotation is the middle, which is normally your Y, and what is normally your X is left and right. So you kind of look at those are kind of directional with rotation in the middle. So if you want to look at those, like I said, and we'll talk about those next episode. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I know, like I said, I want to keep these short and sweet and just get to the point and just give you some useful information that you can take and test yourself, okay? If you have suggestions or comments, leave them down in the comments section, and I'll get back to you, or we'll try to do a video on it. If there's something specific you would like to see also, I'll leave it down in the comments, okay? All right, bye.